do it. Potentially not great communication. It's an uphill battle. Gen.G need to do something to respond here. Yeah, if they go out here, they are. This is an elimination series, is what I meant to say as well.
How did they do last RMR one? Am I throwing you guys under the bus by asking that?
You are a little bit, yeah.
Okay. We don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't really matter though. We are live. It's Gen.G versus Gen.G, starting on the CT side versus CT side. The UI is bugged, by the way,
there
guys.
There is 16,000 minutes left in this round. A long time to be patient. But Cloud9 have pulled off a B rush, and they are into the site. All right, this is gonna be fun.
This is not
It's fine. It's fine.
We're good.
It's a terrace. He's gonna hold up a 3-man retake. It's not a big deal. Kusa's got that kill. Oh, here comes Floppy missing everything.
Psalm versus Psalm. Gen.G versus Gen.G.
Everyone is Psalm in this round.
The minimap still works, so it's a 2-on-2, I think now. 2-on-1.
Yes, indeed.
Left, and it's automatic left in a 1-on-2. Bomb down.
Oh, he's gonna stick it. He's gonna stick. No, he's not. He's off. He's off. He's off, and he's lost. He's gonna go down. It's not ideal. Oh, that's a nice headshot. That's a nice little parting gift. That's all he's gonna get, and he bails out. Wants one more kill. Stat padding.
Survives with the, I was gonna say with the armor, but he actually didn't have armor. He bought nades, so basically, he survives with nothing.
There we go.
We're in it.
Well, that's the default UI, but this will do for now.
This is what we're gonna be using now because I have a feeling that you have to restart the game if you want to fix that. So we're gonna be using the default
you don't
UI.
Have to. They fixed it out. This happened previously, Robin. I have faith. I have faith.
You guys should bet on it.
Faith you should have.
I think they're going to fix it within 3 rounds.
I do. I'm
Probably
not gonna,
earlier,
you know
but
what?
within 3.
I'm not even going to say anything because I don't want to throw them under the bus. You don't have to fix it. If it's a problem, don't worry about it. We got this.
We got this. Here we go. Good nade work. Automatic half HP. Ooh, he's pushed right into a MAC-10. No damage is dealt. Scout tags JT. Psalm still sticking around, and he's lucky they haven't turned the corner on him. Another tag. He's forced away. A third tag. And now it's all up to Kusa. He's got a 5-7. He's in position to shut this down, and he's got a second one blind. And Cloud9 is going to keep moving in. They are relentless.
Oh, they are relentless. Daps, he's got a chance here if he pushes through the smoke. 2 members of Cloud9 are still pretty low. And right now, he decides not to do it, which might, in turn, make him lose his opportunity. Because Cloud9, they're going to refresh that smoke and get into even more optimal post-plant positions here. Oh! Oh!
Well, there we are. Couple of nice kills.
No kit. Someone's got to get on it right now.
Ooh. Does he have time? I don't think so. No. Yeah, not at all. That's a nice attempt, though. Salvaging a Galil right at the end. But Cloud9 gets up to 2-0. Even in a loss, I mean, I think Gen.G is going to be happy with that. At least you've taken the weapons away. They're going to have to rebuy everything. The money is going to be low. And now what you're hoping for if you're Gen.G in this next round is that you can do a little bit more damage as well. Actually, they're going to full invest.
Oh, they're buying. Round 2.
I don't mind this.
Yeah, every member of Cloud9 have died now in both rounds that we've played out.
Yeah.
So,
and if you're Gen.G, why not try and use this as like a springboard to get everyone like, you know, back in the game with a nice little upset round.
Yeah, but you say that, but the problem here is that you go from this of a buy of just saving one more and having a really good buy for next, and we look at, yeah, they had a lot of people die, but they still got the bomb down, so like even with the buy from Cloud9, it's still fantastic. This is like it used to work a lot better. Like this is very much a gamble, and it's honestly a gamble you don't want to make nowadays on that CT side.
I don't know. I'm actually I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it, even if it's not going to pan out. I still think the call is fine in itself.
I don't. Not a fan of this
Coach
call.
Robin does not approve.
I would never approve on this. and it's for the
but even though they got so wrecked on the first map and they're just trying to get into the match and stuff, it doesn't matter.
No, because
none of that matters.
No, because here's the thing: you have to look at why you lost the other map. You can't just say, "Oh, we lost in a wash." One of the things you want to point out is you lost in most cases because the economy was in your favor. You didn't have the utility to do these plays that you wanted. Now, granted, you didn't get to play the seat side all too much, but we have a complete reset here, right? We come into this Inferno, and because the new economy and stuff like that, even if they win that round, right? They get the bomb down. There's still a very valuable buy coming in from Cloud9 for next round. And now because you take this gamble, they save the 2 weapons, but you're in a position where you could be 5-0 down because you want to be sloppy and buy pistols and some shit nades because you want to try and catch them off guard. No, I'm not a fan of that.
Listen, Robin, I need you to focus on the positives. For can I give you the positive?
Yeah.
Can I give you something that's going to make you happy?
Okay.
They fixed the UI in 1 round. They nailed that.
You know, maybe you can't count on Gen.G, but you can definitely count on the Beyond
BTS
the Summit
production.
crew. Shout out to them.
Amen.
Let's get the production meter. Crank that all the way up to 100%. That's fine work.
Pat yourselves on the back. And again, it's round number 4 now. 2 saved weapons though from the Gen.G side, an SMG and a Galil, some nades. And it is I was gonna say it's looking like an A stack, but they actually had 3. They still have a regular default here. Same thing here on the CT side as well. When it's like low buys like this, like the odds of you winning these rounds are so low. Just gamble. Just put like someone with a smoke on the B bomb stand. You hold that smoke for as long as you can, and you put 4 towards A. Being this spread out on low buys like this, the odds of you winning it is so small. And sure, you have star players on your team, but why not help them out?
This is going to be a B split. You can see 3 players falling back. Smoke towards small pit. Daps is blocked off with the CZ. Here's those footsteps. Nothing he can do to stop it. And Gen.G, this defense at the B bomb site is going to be a bit rough, although they do have at least a Galil here. Actually, they also have the UMP, so both weapons are at this B bomb site, and there's a nice opening kill from Som. Has to hold on longer.
Ooh.
Kusta's got one in the back halls. They're doing a great job, and finally the kills start coming in for Cloud9, but so many for Gen.G. Daps has arrived with the CZ. And Sonic in a 1 versus 3.
This is going to be tough work. No money, or no utility.
He didn't really have time to fake it out too much. That needed to be a
No.
headshot, and now I think he's just kind of screwed. Waiting for the follow-up peek, and he's gushed or dinked, and now Daps takes him down. First round on the board.
That Galil from Som, I mean, he put it to good use there from the triple side of things. I mean, yeah, this was I thought this was a well thought out, just crossfire from Gen.G. I guess they are lucky that they kind of hit the front side site instead of wrapping around construction right from the get-go as soon as that B split came into fruition.
Yeah, that, and also like they're lucky because they also stay alive on the bomb site.
Yeah.
They're taking a little bit risky duels and stuff, but because they didn't come from schools and they get these like duels, yeah, it is a little bit safer. And Gen.G, the rotations I think were really good there. We kind of see really fast rotations as soon as calls came hey for B split. Gen.G was very quick on that. And it's a round on the board, what was going to be probably a pretty easy round for Cloud9. It was 2 saved weapons from Gen.G and just some spares. This was supposed to be the round that Gen.G was going to be buying, so... Nonetheless, we have an open automatic, and this is a fast round onto the B bomb side here for Cloud9. Not even a smoke to see spawn, it's a multi to cover it off instead. But here we go, it's 2 quick entries from Kusta there. Gets the trade though, but this is all falling apart from Cloud9. It's a great hold from Gen.G.
And it's all come down to just OC here. Bomb is down. And Gen.G, they're getting closer and closer to him. OC's just working with the 1 flashbang, and he's probably going to peek into double stack here of Gen.G players. And yeah, he just goes down. 2 members, Gen.G ready for him. Kusta putting in work near that coffin with that rifle.
Yeah, he did a great job. And that's good to see Gen.G string a couple of rounds together. That should punish the economy. I think Cloud9's going to be out of money, so Gen.G gets, they've at least fought hard enough to take a deep breath.
Yeah, and it was a very stable round too, keeping 3 alive, and on top of that, as an additional bonus, Cloud9 doesn't even get the bomb down. So as you're saying, Gen.G turns it around, stringing 2 rounds together as well with man alive. The first round they won was actually an eco, so like now money's looking pretty good on the Gen.G side.
Oh, this nade.
And it's a full save for Cloud9. Focus is getting the bomb down. I don't think that's gonna happen this time around. Nice 3 kill from Som, and then the trades from Kusta as well. Makes it 3 for 2.
Well,
And they all stay alive as well. This is like the perfect setup now for Gen.G. They were down. And then winning the last 3 rounds here, and they had 3 guys alive. This round they have 5 guys alive. Didn't have to waste a lot of utility either because it's a very quick round for Cloud9. So a lot of utility being saved from the Gen.G side also. So now we look at the money. We have a full buy. We have ops as well.
You have a full buy behind it as well.
Exactly, and a
round.
complete full buy behind it. Like, just fantastic positioning right now if you're Gen.G. Now it's time to capitalize. Now it's the right time to really start running away with this half. You know, you're in a perfect position for that. You know as well, for Cloud9 side, they have a good buy as well in there, and no op though. And just the 2 mollies. 1 is gone now, so it's not going to be a full-on blown B execute for this later. And Gen.G being smart with this. Look how much nade they're actually saving here. This is a perfect spot for Gen.G in the beginning of this half, or in the beginning of this round, rather.
Let's see if anything can come from this brackets control play from Cloud9. If they can get control of this, now Gen.G's playing a pretty defensive setup, so I don't think this is going to cause any kind of rotation. I don't think they have a chance to get a pick. But if they fall back to the B bomb site, they do have automatic there with an AWP who will get the first kill. So I take everything back. Here we go. Time to move forward.
Yeah, now you're stuck if you're Cloud9. You're kind of forced to just hit this A bomb site. Especially knowing as well, you'd only have 1 set of nades left. It's 1 smoke and 2 flashbangs.
The attention on automatic, though, that pick he got, at least it's brought a second player over to the B bomb site. It's Kusta who's going to remain there. He's out of nades, likely boosted up as well. But still just a standard 3-man defense at this A bomb site. Som is in a very crazy position. I don't know how he got both of those, but he'll take it. He's low HP. Bomb is down on Rap side, and that's all she wrote for Cloud9. Again, all 5 players surviving for Gen.G, so it just gets better and better.
It does get better and better. What a way for automatic to bring out that op. The timing there. I thought that Gen.G might be in for some trouble as soon as Kusta went back to help out automatic with that pressure, but Som, he holds his ground. That smoke disappearing, we see it so many times, especially in NA. The FPL smoke play is just biding your time, and Som, he's no stranger to those plays. Cloud9, they're just down to pistols. And Floppy, looks like this is just going to be a waterfall setup here. We've got the 2 flashbangs on JT. Right now, Gen.G, they're perfectly set up for it, though.
Ooh. They get the 2 kills now, though, at least. Can they get the 3rd one? That would be great.
Listen, one more lucky shot with his Deagle or MOTM with an AK-47, and all of a sudden we've got a round on our hands.
Yeah.
The real danger is this player at top mid. Oh, nice shot from automatic. That is not an easy one to hit, and that's most of the danger taken away. He's even brought the rifle away from Floppy, who's just hoping to get 1 more kill with this Deagle.
And with this kind of start on that CT side for Gen.G, again, having 3 members alive, this is looking to be like a 9-6, 10-5 kind of half for Gen.G. I say that right off the bat, and I say that because of the economy being so well on that CT side. I am a big fan of utility in general. I always say, like, when we look at these buys, and especially when you have an additional buy over that, it's a very good, very difficult spot if you're in on that T side, because this map is C-decided. If you do know how to use your nades, if you do know how to counter some aggressive pushes and stuff, and you are a little bit flexible, these like 3-man push towards the B bomb site should be special plays. It should not be a default. I think this is the best start we've seen from Gen.G so far this week. They definitely have this map, at least. They're in the driving seat here. And I'm pretty sure it's a Cloud9 attack with a really good buy here on both of the sides. I'm so good, thank you so much. Thank you, production. No op again, and this is very common on the T side on Inferno. Inferno is definitely a map. It's the same thing with Vertigo. You don't have to buy an op if you don't want to. There's a lot of close quarters here. There's a lot of fast plays you can as well. Even the banana take, you don't have to use an op. I love this swap, change of pace from Gen.G as well. And they still do it with just a 2, and they actually push. And because they've done the setup as well, this is nice from JT. Obviously, he should just capitalize on this, run over to the B. This is a nice cheeky round from Gen.G.
They have to slow it down. They have to slow it down. They don't have any utility to block off that spawn because JT had to use his smoke to put out a Molotov to even get him out of danger. Look at all the nades that have been used by Cloud9 trying to respond quickly. And now it's all about finding those fights.
And Bentet, he almost had that opening. Daps, he might be able to catch Cloud9 off guard here. He gets the one, but quickly traded out by JT. And automatic, he's already here. And JT had himself around. That, I believe that was 4 kills for him. 2, 1 on Som pushing through that smoke. The second to follow up through that smoke. And wow.
All right. It's so funny because as you mentioned, like the JT smoking down banana, like the Gen.G counter to that is because I think that usually what happens is, and especially in Europe, right, that the banana pushes are special plays, and normally when you make that read on the T side, you just say, let's just rush A because they tend to just be 2 there. Gen.G's counter to that was, well, they actually just only went 2 aggressive banana in the beginning. The smoke was put, they thought they were just going to rush up mid. So nice hold by JT, actually just still holding the smoke. Also, this a change of pace again from Cloud9.
That was probably some weird communication from Gen.G as well, where the players at mid were saying they're rushing middle, and without ever knowing the true numbers, it might have been an overreaction jumping through that banana smoke as well. Those 2 players trying to get aggressive through it. Either way, automatic with his AWP is starting to heat up, is starting to get them opening kills, and again, a 3rd player at this B bomb site has just completely shut down the hit.
Kusta and Som have been putting in work, but Floppy, he's also been putting in work towards this A, and he's found himself...
Yeah, but automatic has got the angle. Oh my lord, missed shot.
That's a huge miss.
Yeah, that's going to allow the bomb to get planted, but again, there's a player who's flanking through Boiler as well. And now he's actually coming back, excuse me, toward the end of Halls. I don't think they realize that position. They definitely know now. Bentet maybe over-eager, and in this post-plant, anything can happen.
Cloud9 lucky to have some timing on their side here. They were so nervous about that big pit, but now they know it's clear. Floppy, he gets Molotov'd out of position. He does get the first kill. Bentet looked a little bit blind there. And Floppy, man, he even gets a second kill to boot, but he gets traded out. Daps with the follow-up. Gen.G, when they win these rounds, they do make them look good.
Yeah, and it's good to see him stringing some things together here on Inferno. Who was that player in the bomb site for Cloud9? If he'd gotten that 1 first kill, there was a chance there. Floppy just could not find cover. He had to find that kill into the site, and there was a Molotov preventing him from hiding himself from lane. So nice work from Gen.G, making sure the utility does not go to waste. However, their money's been chipped into pretty decently. I mean, just a couple rounds ago, they were mostly sitting at like 9, 10K. Now down around 3,000, 1,500 on a couple players. Som is depleted entirely. So if you're Cloud9, even in some losses, it's okay. If you can break this economy at any point in the next 2 to 3 rounds, you're going to be able to swing that TAP into a very, very good scoreline.
Definitely good for Cloud9 to chip away at that economy. MOTM, he's going to trade spots with Floppy now, and he's starting to put some pressure towards this mid. Floppy gets Molotov'd out, and it looks like this is going to be an A wrap with some pressure towards that arch side. And the bomb also is going through the CT spawn. Okay, so this is going to be a B split, but with Floppy faking the A. And this should work. I mean, Cloud9 once again find themselves in an advantageous position, but automatic gets a double, 2 for 1. Those kinds of specials, we love those. We love those.
Ooh, MOTM. Oh dear.
Ambitious.
Yeah, very ambitious.
He thought he could get some timing there and be really fancy with it.
Well,
you know, that's twice now that we've seen Cloud9 have so much success getting into CT spawn and making it there with a lot of pressure towards mid. But Gen.G's response on both occasions have been so appropriate. It's been fast, and it's been working for them.
I think this is the real issue of Cloud9's offense right now, is that they haven't been able to find nearly as much success at that B bomb site as they'd like. Som and Kusta have been doing such a good job of making it costly to take the bomb site or just denying access to the bomb site altogether. Cloud9 keep going back into it, and it's starting to feel like they're just not able to break through that wall.
No, that's why we talk about. That's why, like, even when we look at a team like Fnatic, for example, on a map like this, when you play against a team that you know, for example, is very utility heavy, the approach here in the beginning is, there's two kinds to start around, right? You have an A default, you have a B default. If you start B in the beginning here as well, and we talk about like Gen.G's doing such a good job and like holding their nades and stuff. When you take the B early and stuff like that, you notice Gen.G's not wasting any nades. That's a very early ground map control that you kind of get. You can just fall back on that, take over mid as well at the same time, and then just fall back and do this B execute. Same thing the other way around, right? If you start with an A default, you take over mid first, for example. You have mid control, for example. You just set up an anti-flash setup, and then you go back and you kind of retake B. That way, for when you talk about rotations and you talk about the read from Gen.G, at the end of it, now you want to look into for Cloud9 of like, are they wasting nades early? Are they not wasting nades early? If they're wasting nades early and stuff like that, you're in a good spot. If they're not wasting nades early and stuff like that, and they're saving the nades, even expo plays are good as well. Don't just do a full-on blown execute on the B bomb site, because then you know Gen.G has all the nades in the world. Now instead you want to go close towards B, you want to pop through through their smoke, the first one, and just do an expo push. Don't allow Gen.G to set up with all these nades and stuff like that. So that's why I said this is looking like a 9-6, 10-5 half, because in most cases, if you cannot find a way to waste nades on the CT side, they will just end up winning again and again on these rounds, because even for retakes, they have so much nades to kind of use.
Yeah, what helps it also, I mean, we talked about it on Vertigo, just the sheer frag production from Gen.G wasn't there early on. Now you're getting deep performances, you're getting, you know, double-digit kills from Automatic, from Som, from Bentet. Everywhere Cloud9 goes, someone is playing well. So at least in this first half, Gen.G, I mean, you said they needed to wake up. They look to be awake at this point. 8-4. And this is a bit slower. Banana control.
This is the perfect setup though initially for Cloud9, and this is what we're talking about. Now you see the rotate from Gen.G with an extra man. This is when you want to push mid-round, and that's exactly what's happening. Perfect. Textbook play from Gen.G, you know, like this is when you do have the option now as well, like when we talk about the rotate coming in. Now you kind of have a good spot, because you know for a fact that the Cloud9, they have to retake this banana bomb site. Even now, MOTM, he throws the smoke grenade there. I actually think that's a mistake on his end, because not only does he waste the smoke grenade, he's showcasing, hey, we're not going to want to take banana early here. We want to take mid. But once you go into there's 50 seconds left on the clock, you're probably going to fall back. We see still the bomb towards the B bomb site here. It's a B split or a B fallback. The gist of things for Cloud9 now has been perfect. This has been a perfect setup. They get the entry as well. They have nades still left on their name. Now they have a decision. Now they can just fall back. Cloud9 has no information. This is a great play from Automatic. He has to do the aggressive play here. But this is when you have this timing, and you look at the nades from the Gen.G side as well on the bomb side. They don't have a lot left.
One Molotov in the back could end this. There's the dink. There's the Molotov. They both got a swing for the fight. And there's the kill, the trade into a 2-on-2. Cloud9 trying to get their 5th round on the board. Automatic, he considered it with that smoke, but decides off. 2-on-2. Nade and flashbang on Bentet as he comes up banana. One flashbang for Floppy inside of the site. And they're playing in opposite corners. One at dark, one at new box, and that's a peek that just does not need to happen. That leaves OC in such a tough spot. He's got the first. Now he can play it a little bit passive. There's the nade. Would have liked to have just won with that spam as well. 7 HP, and Bentet's got it. Way too much pressure applied to OC. And I bet Floppy wishes he could have that peek back.
Yeah, and I mean, this is perfect scenario, right? When you look at this whole map as a whole, like once you get the bomb, then you're in a 2-on-2, then I talk a lot about phases. This is a different phase, right? This is like an afterplan / retake kind of phase. This is actually like Cloud9 does a really good job early on here. They do everything that I kind of ask them to. Once you get the bomb down here, honestly, this is just improper retake setups, the improper afterplan setups. You know for a fact that they have to defuse the bomb. Floppy, I think, over peaks a little bit, especially knowing you have the crossfire setup. Nice retake from Gen.G. That was probably one of the best rounds we've seen from Cloud9 though, in terms of just overall approach to this side.
That actually started out really well. Unfortunately, they couldn't close it out. Tough half so far. Gen.G's defense looking solid on Inferno. Molotov in. Nade in response is going to do good damage. Sonic and JT especially chunked down to about 75 HP.
And you can definitely tell as well, Gen.G is playing a little bit more of like the European meta as well, of like they're not taking a lot of banana control, they're saving the nades instead to have nades for this retake. This is a lovely play from Cloud9, this expo play I was talking about, of like don't allow Gen.G to waste a lot of nades. You're still in a good setup, it's a 3-on-3, you don't have a lot of nades left though. So what now on this retake, you want to play this really aggressive, you want to go for the trades, you know for a fact you don't have nades for flashbangs, so kind of like, you know, jiggle peek, whatever. This should all be about like the double peeking, getting the trades, not making sure that Gen.G, you know, are allowed to use these nades and kind of set up for this retake.
This is going to be tough for Gen.G to get back into. A little bit more nade damage applied. Here comes the flashbang as the smoke clears towards spawn, and it's on. Nice
Smart.
swing. They get aggressive.
Nice.
Wow.
Good job.
Really nice recovery there for Cloud9. Or reaction, rather, to the retake from Gen.G. And we spoke about Gen.G's B defense being their pinpoint on this map and being their strong suit. But Kusta there saw he needed to be able to either survive there and let Kusta get first contact, or vice versa. And it just seemed like that crossfire, it could never come to fruition.
Fair play. I mean, that's one of the rare times we've seen that defense kind of crumble in that fashion.
Yeah,
They've
so
done a
early
good job
too.
otherwise, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look at what's happened here. This has got to really suck for Gen.G. Such a good T-half, such a nice little run that they were able to put together, but out of money for this last round. So Deagle on automatic. His AWP has been critically important to this defense. SMG on DAPS.
Yep. But it's looking the way, because of the early lead for CTs. It's 9-5 currently. I had mentioned it, 96 or 10-5 is what we're looking for Gen.G's side here. So it's a fantastic half so far with the lead that they have, even getting the entry there as well. And now Cloud9 are just forced to make a move on. 3-on-3 though, they have the bomb site about to go down. This is looking like a 9-6 half, but as I say that, Kusa does get the kill on MOTM. Makes that 2-on-2.
Oh, through the smoke. Sonic heard it. Can only take one. Oh my god, he's got the first and not the second. Sonic finishes him off. 9-6 half. Fiffy called it. We're going to head to a break. We'll see if Gen.G can continue a good run of form and take us to a map 3.
We're back with the second half of map number 2, where we have swapped Gen.G with a great CT side there, getting the 9 rounds. Had a great early lead. I was going to say Gen.G, Cloud9 actually started this off pretty well, but then Gen.G wins this unorthodox. It's a save round, actually, essentially. They save the 2 weapons, and then it's a full save heading into next, and that's the one they win, and then the economy just starts slipping away. Ends on 9-6. Not a bad scoreline. I honestly, for either team, this is still very competitive. Usually you tend to see, if you just pay attention to economy early on in this half, of who gets the early lead and stuff, and especially if CTs get early lead and they survive a lot, it's just a then when we talk about this map, you know, being T side or CT side, that's when you kind of get the idea of like which side will be the main one of the half.
The X-ray really messed with my brain there. It's like a Where's Waldo moment.
Well,
right.
Sonic is about to have some action at least.
He's at a wide angle though. That's a
oh, that flash. Oh,
all
nice
right.
shot though.
I'll never doubt him again.
Bentet thought he had an opening onto Sonic, but nice recovery for him. He does get punished for it. An HE grenade lands right behind him, but he's able to get back here. Now Modem, he's under pressure, and he does get taken out. Kusta. Nice double swing from Gen.G there as well.
That headshot was through the wall. It sounded from his POV like it was one bullet as well.
Yeah, MOTM, he thought he got away there.
I thought he got away there too. Oh, that would be a big kill. How long can OC hold on? They're wrapping in his position. Daps cleans him up. 3-on-3. There is a kit on JT and 2 flashbangs as well. Bomb plant is delayed a little bit longer, but there's a long time before Floppy's going to get here up banana. Oh, they're going to go in quick. They're going to go in quick, and Sonic has one.
Wow.
That's filthy. He's done it again.
Yeah.
He surprised me one more time. If this headshot, Floppy's the last one left.
That fell flat, but Floppy with this Glock, this is such a hard retake, especially with this crossfire being so strong. Ooh, Gen.G almost gave him an opening there.
Gen.G might take us to a third map.
Huh. They're making things interesting. That was dominant from them, though. I mean, they're spacing every swing that they had. It was with purpose, and it was to punish Cloud9, knowing that there would be a player there. Doubled up in halls, doubled up at banana. There was even an HE grenade behind Bentet. He gets taken out, sure, but they squished Sonic up there, and Kusa, that was a nice opening from him. And
that's a great start, and we have to remember, obviously, we've already seen this map being played between these two teams before, and one of the things that Cloud9 did good on that CT side is that actually the banana control that they did we did see in both of these rosters that actually Gen.G actually had a counter. Like, we actually saw a change of pace for Gen.G CT side there. When we saw Gen.G play against Cloud9 last time, they stacked a lot of people 3 towards B and stuff and kind of had the same old meta approach that North Americans tend to have. For Cloud9, they had the same, but they actually didn't waste a lot of nades. So they actually had a really good CT side themselves. But because this good start from Gen.G here, winning the pistol, looking to be, I was going to say, looking to be a second round win as well. But Floppy gets the first one, and now it's getting a little bit dicey. As I say that, Automatic saves the day.
Oh, he's finally got him. Floppy's still alive in pit as well, spamming that dig. One's going to turn the corner with the MAC-10. Okay, JT's going to step up to the plate next. He's got to get out of library, and indeed he does. One's over in pit, the flick over. Doesn't land it. He's the last remaining. Backing off with Armor, Scout, and Deagle. Excuse me, there's MOTM alive as well, but he's, you know,
basically,
just barely.
It's like he doesn't exist because he does have only 11 HP left. Smart call here from Cloud9 as well, saving these 2 weapons. You know for a fact you're not going to be able to retake this. No nades left as well. Saving them for next round. Even JT saves a Deagle, so that's going to be dropped.
There was definitely a chance there for Cloud9.
Yeah.
MOTM, he made things possible.
Who was the player who got into the site behind center box?
Oh, that got tagged up and just stayed alive,
Yeah,
crouched.
if he had gone down at any point throughout that, once he got to center box or missile box and just at that headshot angle where they couldn't clear him out, like that was key. If they had found that kill, they could have swung way wider. Player in Halls could have swung way wider to fight with Floppy and Pit. That one positioning inside of the A bomb site just neutralized all that aggression in Pit and in Halls.
Definitely so. And Cloud9, off the back of that, they're working with scraps here, although they do have that scout in play and 2 deagles. JT, he's just going to wait for some contact and drop that smoke, but he gets almost caught off guard here.
This is the round I was talking about. Gen.G, obviously they ended up winning that for the last round, but for example, we see the approach from Cloud9's end here. We know for a fact they saved basically 1 scout and 2 deagles, but the approach here as well is that it's a pure eco. We have to gamble somewhere. JT was the sole guy that went to B with the deagle and the smoke, and then we had a 4-man stack. That's pretty default and it's pretty good setup. Now, Gen.G kind of deals with it anyway, but it's still definitely a good eco setup, I'd say. Doesn't work out this time around. Gets the 1 kill though onto Automatic, but that's about it. 12-6. We're going to be seeing the first weapon round now on that Cloud9 side.
Sonic, he's been opping down Banana, but they don't have the money for it here. Utility's the name of the game for Inferno.
Yep, I think this is the smartest play as well. Sometimes, if you have a good spawn, you might just opt for the op because you want to just go and take a peek, but I think Sonic was right in the middle. And instead, we see here the approach as well. It's that aggressive play. I'm not a fan of this, the first weapon on the CT side, because here's the thing, if you end up losing this round, you're fucking broke. If you win it, great, but they can still buy on the T side. You have to be mindful of the T side economy. This is a very, very risky play. I do not agree with it. It's one thing if you win the first round, it's dominant, and you know for a fact you have a bonus spy round to set the pace, but instead here, you still trade. It's a 4-on-4, but Gen.G walking the way towards the B bomb site. It can still work out for Cloud9 here. The only thing I'm saying is that it's a very risky round to do, especially on the first weapon. You lose that and you're forced on a double save again, so.
That Molotov is just so perfectly timed. I don't even know if they planned it that way, but no one could help Daps with any of that. Here comes the B hit. JT spamming from coffins. Oh, coming through. Even damage on the other side of the smoke, and Floppy puts a stop to the hit. Kusta's left in a 1 versus 3. 50 seconds, time to do more damage. That likely would be all he can get.
Just the 1 kill is good enough, I feel like. You know, if you're Kusta, you're happy with 1 kill. If you're happy with 1 kill and a plant, going down now without a kill, you're not so happy. But it's a good hold from Cloud9. We'll see here though. I mean, there is a potential of getting the bomb down here. Now, probably not anymore. Especially now with the flashbang coming in.
Almost got that one.
Almost got that one. I wish he would have peeked CT spawn just a second earlier. But as soon as Cloud9 realized that that's what he wanted, they did not give him a single angle that he was looking for. Definitely a challenging 1 versus 3. But Cloud9, Floppy.
He's having a good series. He was good on Vertigo.
Yeah.
Getting them started here in that first gun round. He's got him on the board. They still have a big comeback to make. That nade is going to do a ton of damage. 3 players in that choke point.
Cloud9 responds right back as well. Saw him so low. Sonic had an opening but gets caught and clipped on the side. JT almost able to recover, but Bented is able to trade him out as well. This is Gen.G getting the best of Cloud9 in the banana angle, but OC at least does equalize things.
And look at the read here as well. Yeah, sure. You have Daps like kind of lurking on the A bomb site, but they're already in B. So even if he makes the call like it's completely empty here, I don't think they're expecting MOTM to be all the way flank banana. He's actually waiting for Daps too. Timing-wise, this could really work out. Oh my god. Okay.
Well, now they're going to go. They know they have a 2-on-2 at the bomb site. They have to push the issue like right now. That smoke is fading. One in the back of the site. Automatic's low, and he's cleaned out. No follow-up peek, but surely they're going to clear Bentet out. The aggression. Nice headshot from Bentet. And finally, Floppy finds him. 1-on-1 with Daps, and he's going to attempt to Molotov the bomb. Although there is a kit, there's still plenty of time, but Floppy needs to make his move now. Needs to try and force Daps' hand, and Daps calls his bluff. He's going to hold the defuse. Daps not peeking at all, and there it is. Floppy's off it, and he's got it. The Molotov missed as well, and an 8th round barely for Cloud9.
Oh my, yeah, I mean, super close there. Usually if you're Floppy there as well, because you have like, what, 20 more seconds to go there on the clock,
Yeah.
you know that Daps is out there. Instead of just fake diffusing, you tend to just go for the kill. You just you can stick it, you can't go for it. This is saved by Daps' failed molly.
And you saw Daps kind of lining it up at first as well outside by the car itself. But I think because he didn't hear the defuse coming sooner, he got nervous for Floppy pushing, so he pulled his gun out, then he got flustered, and then he missed the molly. So
Yeah.
really unlucky for Daps there.
And Cloud9's actually rotations were pretty good there. We see the fight that they take towards banana bomb, towards banana, and it's because they don't have nades. They can't play retake even if they want to. And like I said, the whole thing of playing retake, you just have to have nades, because as soon as you say, hey, I'm going to play retake, I'm going to play spools, I'm going to play spawn, that doesn't really net you anything because you don't have the bomb site. As soon as you get the nades coming from the T side, they just get the bomb down, and all of a sudden you're in a deficit as it is. So having low nades, you kind of force into that position of going aggressive. This is a really quick entry from Som onto OC, trying to go for a pick in mid, and he just goes for it.
Oh, this is a tough. Oh my lord, he's got a second. Good damage, and he's fought all the time needed to get Sonic back. And they're fighting in the open. It's trades all along. And they run head-on into each other.
Cloud9 is so lucky in this on this round, honestly. As soon as OC goes down there, because they've like basically stacked 4A right off the get-go, they're there to kind of help out. But this is a one-man surviving from Cloud9. And what was just a low bar from the Gen.G side. We always talk about these. Bonus is always getting the bomb down, and obviously extra kills is great. 3 kills is like, you're super happy with that. Getting 4, oh my god, you're on them. Flying high.
You know, I really appreciated both teams' reactions to everything that went on in that round. You know, from Som destroying OC, then just pushing forward with the flashbangs. It's unfortunate that MOTM didn't get blind by those flashes, so he gets an early pick. But just the chain reactions from each sides. It was a beautiful round, actually. Really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, even Cloud9 hustling every player back to the A bomb site, like to meeting up with that rush over right in lane. 3-round lead for Gen.G, and I mean they're going to invest in this one with a half investment, which is a great call. Cloud9 on this defense, they've won 2 rounds in a row that have just come down to a single player. So yeah, start leaning on that economic pressure. That's where you have leverage.
And exactly, and to your point, Jason, this is where I'm okay with this, because you are on the T side as well, and you can always buy. If you have the full loss bonus, you can always buy, and especially knowing as well the CTs
what
are
the
low.
hell is happening?
I don't know what's going on here. Like Saul with 2 incredible shots there with the P250. It's a 2-on-2 now, and it goes in. They have full control of the banana bomb site.
That's so crazy. What even is this game so far? All right, they're going to tuck themselves back into the corners. Kusta's in the open, has to be careful. Molotov is going to come out as well. They know where one player... Oh, the nade. The nade's going to do so much. Oh, he moved. He moved, but it's got Kusta. Oh,
wow.
no. Som is like a magnet for that nade, and he brought it right into Kusta's pocket.
Some actually hugely sabotaged Kusta there.
I feel bad, though. I don't know if he had another chance. The Molotov into dark really, I mean, where are you going to go?
Yeah.
Now here's the thing though, still though, because you look at that round as a whole, and even for Gen.G, you're like, hey, we want the bomb down, like a win is a bonus. Like, you're very happy with this round. We still have Cloud9's economy at a very low. They have 2 members alive only. We look at Sonic's buy here as well. It is armor, sure, and a half armor, rifle, and $400 to his name. So this is a great round from Gen.G. You're still in the lead here. It's 12-10. You have a good buy here also. Let's not get carried away here. Let's not get stressed. That's a great initial round. You're keeping Cloud9's economy low. You just need the 1 round here to put them on eco, and then all of a sudden you have the potential of, you know, running away with this map.
Ooh, JT got really nervous about a potential rush onto him there. Using all of his nades. He's down to none and half HP. And Sonic, as you mentioned, Robin, he's also got nothing. So even when he rotates to meet up with JT here, this B defense is already at such a handicap.
Yeah, he opted. He had $400 instead of double flashbangs. He opted for, I believe it was a smoke. Told him off early. But for Gen.G here, you should also know here, for if you're Gen.G, that Cloud9 should not have a lot of money. So what you see here is just a walk up to B. When they notice that there's not a lot of smokes coming from Gen.G's side here, or from Cloud9's side here, this is the ultimate position to kind of expo flash in. You get the entry on A as well. I think this is definitely going in favor of the Gen.G side. A lot of work here needed from the JT side. We talk about the anchor precision. He's going to go down right off the bat. He actually helped from Floppy too.
Ooh, this one's going to hurt Cloud9. Especially if they hunt down this AWP, and Gen.G should. They surely know that the economy's in such a low position. OC going to come back just to try and fight. It's not going to happen. And man, they were never able to get a clean win in that sequence for Cloud9, so economy's broken. It's shattered now.
Yeah, and they're 13-10, and we look at it, right? Even if they talk about, like, let's double save, it's going to be 15-10. You're still not going to have a great buy. In most cases here, you kind of talk about, like, hey, let's just, like, buy here. You have $1,500. You can buy, like, a pistol and an armor, maybe even a smoke. No matter what, you are in a really bad spot here if you're Cloud9. This is all about, like, really honestly preference of what you want to do. You can save here, but obviously, again, we look at the money. Even for next round, for round number, 14 or whatever, it's not a great one, so that's why you kind of tend to see a lot of these teams just buying up on these rounds, because no matter what, it's going to be a shitty one. So you'd rather off having 2 crappy buys than one better crappy buy than 2 really crappy buys. Odds-wise, this is just even better.
Cloud9, all in.
Cloud9 all in, and it's 3 deagles, it's 1 FAMAS, it's 1 rifle. This should be a lot of aggression. This should be a lot of trading. There should be a lot of hopes for getting 1 deags, because there's no nades as well on their end. Like I said, Floppy had $1,500, so he can only afford a deagle and a half armor. Whereas for the Gen.G side, full sets of nades. It shouldn't be any sloppy plays here. Even when you hit the bomb site, there should be mollies everywhere. Mollies everywhere. They should not be able to stand anywhere. Make them uncomfortable. Make sure that they have to go and change their angles. And again, I love this. Like I said, B bomb site is always the best one to go to as well, especially if you do have a lot of nades. And here, this is what I normally tell my guys: when you're in such a aggressive position with that Bented is at currently, you can make some shots and stuff like that, kind of have the CTs try and force them to use a smoke. But if they don't use a smoke, you are in prime position to just go over there, set up, do a full-blown execute, and just go in. Because they're not going to have time to kind of react to it, because the smoke's not even down on that time.
Yeah. Right now, all of Cloud9 are towards A. This is good timing for them to actually peek out towards mid. Kusta, he's actually in an optimal position to punish Cloud9. He even sees a member, but he loses his timing. He already falls back. He knows he's lost his opening, so he's going to regroup with his team. Everyone's hitting towards B here now, but this is kind of a scrambled hit coming out of Gen.G now. They're just trying to regroup.
Oh, that might have been too much from Floppy. He wanted to help his teammate, wanted to help JT, and the timing is not there. He swung in early.
Super strong.
Gave away his positioning as well with the first couple of shots. Oh, and that deagle's not going to stop it. Sonic, he reloaded, and he's still not prepared for the peak. It's going to be a 14th round for Gen.G, and it's looking more likely that we'll be seeing Nuke as a 3rd and final deciding map.
Now, you know, even when you look at Cloud9's defense there, now it's looking a little bit like Gen.G. You know, you see the floppy, he shoots through 2 bullets before he runs through the smoke, and it's a one-on-one duel, and then he just flips, and then JT on the bomb side, again, we talk about this whole thing with the anchor positions. JT doesn't have to do a whole lot there. He knows for a fact that he has another rotate coming into CT spawn. This is all about crossfires, but it's a little bit dysfunctional now, because now it's 1-1-1-1-1, and Gen.G obviously, we're going to fucking love that. And again, that was a buy from the Cloud9 side, and I talked about it, and now you're in a point in which you have 2.2k across the board, or like 2k across the board. It's going to be a full save here, basically a gamble stack onto the B bomb site, and you're going to be playing for the tie.
Automatic, feeling really comfortable right now. Taking peeks. You know, actually, we saw Automatic finding a lot of success with these kinds of peaks.
Yeah.
Even in the losing series for Gen.G. He was the shining light for Gen.G. So definitely would be really perfect timing for him for the series' sake, going into the third map potentially if Cloud9 aren't able to claw their way back in. Perfect timing for Automatic. Most of Cloud9 right now, they're towards that B, but Gen.G, they've sniffed it out. They're coming towards A.
Kusta. Ooh, actually loses that engagement.
That's a lot of damage.
I mean, he loses it in terms of damage. He wins it in terms of what he gains from that move, which is the entire A bomb site. So Gen.G is going to get a pass.
Flank timing.
I mean, I guess the best thing they can hope for at this point is take a gun out of their hands, maybe steal that AWP, maybe steal something, but it's, I mean, they had the opportunity. It's gone now. It's gone. 15-10 is going to be the scoreline.
Yeah, Cloud9, they've been on welfare for quite some time now.
Yeah, they haven't been able to get their money at all.
No.
Even in that win streak that they had, it was like 1 player surviving, 1 player surviving, 2 players surviving. They could never actually build up enough to sustain a loss.
Yeah, and especially like the best looking Cloud9 that I've seen at least thus far on Inferno CT is the double ops. It's OC controlling A, Sonic controlling B. He loves to go through those Molotov peaks down at car, things like this. But I mean, from the first gun round to potentially even the last, they've been working with scraps.
And I don't even know if it's their fault. Because
Yeah.
I mean, if you win rounds,
Blow for blow, I mean.
yeah, it's just the tough part is winning rounds and you only have 1 player surviving. We've seen halves where it feels like economic decisions have kind of ruined a team's economy. This just felt like they could never get a strong enough win
For sure.
to get a strong economy, which really sucks. It's also, I mean, speaking to a great half from Gen.G.
Mm-hmm.
5 in a row for Cloud9 to force overtime if they can get it. Running out of utility at 1 minute and 20 seconds. There's 2 smokes, a Molotov, and a flashbang on JT and MOTM. 4 players to initially defend this A bomb site. JT all alone at top banana because he has that smoke. And plenty of time for Gen.G to wait for a mistake.
It's a good setup though for Cloud9, as you mentioned, Jason. There's no nades on the Cloud9 side, or rather, there's not a lot of them. So you're forced to take a gamble, and they've gambled towards A. It's just very important here. Obviously, you don't have any room for errors here, like it's make it or break it here. But I would love for Cloud9 not to over-rotate. Just stick with the guns here. Like, you have the gamble. You know for a fact as well, JT hasn't seen anyone. Gen.G, this is the approach. Gen.G's T-side approach on this map has been a lot better than what we saw 2 days ago. They've actually taken a lot of map control, and they're actually being very cautious with how they take it also.
Bomb's down in small pit at the moment. There's 25 seconds.
Don't you worry, Jason.
They don't have the bomb.
Now it's time to worry, Jason.
I mean, they're getting slaughtered, so it might not have mattered, but I mean, they were never ever going to be able to find a site. They were never, even if they took a site, going to be able to plant in time.
Well, this is awkward.
Yeah. Oh well. Well, if you're Cloud9, you're jumping for joy that you actually win a round with more than just 1 player. It is now time to worry. Pro tip.
Could potentially be some false hope though.
That's you,
Cloud9's
Robin.
like,
You did that. That's your content up on the screen. Congratulations.
I still don't feel like it's time to worry. I will say though,
Hello.
I mean, you're right.
Hello.
I mean, You are 100% right though, and we talk about the small things, and obviously losing the bomb is no small thing. I mean, it's one of the winning conditions, getting the bomb done and getting the the bomb to explode. I mean, it's one of those things. So honestly, like when you look at the whole round as a whole, how we panned out, it's so sloppy because you do everything else perfect, and you're going to probably be winning this round because Cloud9 has no nades left for that B bomb site once you actually decide to execute. But because the bomb is down, you're like, yeah, it's just lost at that point. It's just one-on-one, go through the smoke, because now you're, there's Katangas out there. I love this change of pace from Cloud9 as well. Fight for banana one time. Make Gen.G worried, because they've been taking banana for free a lot.
That's a
$3.99.
That's a powerful swing from JT. All 5 players of Gen.G have 20 kills or more. Nice pick from Automatic as he entries on the wrap side. There is one player coming into library. JT's going to find one through the smoke. He's got all 3 kills so far in the round.
He's dialed in. He's dialed into this round. And it looks like he's going to go swing back around to Arch. Automatic's already found himself into the site, but Floppy takes him out. And this was a nice looking round coming out of Cloud9. I was just about to say,
defense.
yeah, that was a shutdown defense. And I was worried coming into this round as well, because I was thinking, man, Cloud9 are probably jumping for joy, high-fiving, saying, yeah, we did awesome that round. But it was really Gen.G that fucked things up by leaving the bomb in that alley or pit area there.
And
but they hold
like
strong.
That.
The defense holds strong.
Yeah. Didn't Cloud9 also have a run like that on Vertigo, but they basically got it for free when I said we take those?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Sonic round with the time going down.
Yeah.
So actually Cloud9 has have 2 rounds like that. There was a timeout being called though. And now it's just 3 rounds for overtime. And we start looking at the Gen.G economy. Still enough to buy this round, but then we look around. Daps have opted for that Mac 10. It's like a half buy. AK on Automatic, no nades to try and make sure that they can buy for next round. We see on the other 3 members, it's pistols across the board with a bunch of utility. They're moving towards B as well. So this is looking to be, we want to take banana a little bit cheap if we can, and then just to do a full execute or even an expo pop round here with a smoke in and just one flashbang in and kind of try and surge the bomb site with just the pistols. Here we go. Yep, just the 1 smoke and 1 flashbang. We'll see if the crossfires here are good enough for Cloud9. I think they are. Sonic with 3. Make it a 4. Can he get the ace? He doesn't.
Ooh. All right, Kusa. Coming in hot.
4 bullets to his name. That Molotov.
If he wins this...
Okay, he's going to make things interesting now, though.
Robin,
but you better run.
Robin
there you go.
will have the dirty dishwater. Not the bean boozle,
listen,
he'll drink dirty
if he
with
wins
dishwater.
this, I will literally eat one for free, man. You don't even have to eat one.
He's in. Right,
That's how
Kusta.
much I believe in Cloud9 on this round.
If I ever needed you to come alive, Kusta, it's right now. Let's go,
No
baby.
nades, no armor, 12 HP left. He does have the bomb down. Goes down though.
He's gonna do it. He's
1
gonna,
on 3.
Oh, Robin, you nervous? Wait, I'll give you a pass on the bean boozle. You'll put on the dress if he wins this.
I would rather do the bean boozle, honestly. Like, I'd fucking eat that
You
shit
put
over
on the dress, Jason.
Yeah,
No,
if
no,
he
this
wins,
isn't about me.
If he loses this, you put on the dress. Pro tip, reload.
Another Robin special. Actually, that was a Potter special.
Oh, he gets the first one. 1 on 2 now. Can he do it? Oh my god. Oh, I saw the headshot angle. I'm like, oh my god, please. Oh,
if he gets that first kill clean, I think that goes a bit better for him.
Yeah.
15-13. Cloud9 now 3 in a row, and they're out of money issues. They have no more problems with their economy.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
2 more rounds for Cloud9 to keep the dream alive here.
And we want to note as well that that last round was a half buy. So like for this round as well, with Kusa getting the bomb down and all that jazz, even for Automatic, full kit, even with an op. So this is a great buy from Gen.G. It's going to be by far their best option here to kind of close this map off. And this is an even better opening. Psalm onto OC. It's a 5-on-4 now in favor of Gen.G.
That is a bold play to make at this junction. I like the confidence.
I like the reply from Cloud9 here though. They do put 3 towards B. I would love a mid-round aggression here. Let's flash out. Let's take this control. You can kind of like leave 1 towards B. It would even be better to get some kills here. You don't get the trade. This is looking pretty bad now.
It's looking grim. Floppy wanted to make that play so bad, but the noise tick of that Molotov really gave it away.
Yeah, and GenG had a nice response by placing that Molotov behind Floppy there to not even give him any space.
And look at this Gen.G now. The bomb is just waiting down mid. We have Kusta that's all the way up in mid as well, just getting some control. Now because they go down, Daps goes down. The call is made over towards A.
Sonic with a chance.
This is bad for Gen.G because Sonic is in a good position. This is a great position from Kusta though. Makes it a 3-on-2 and bomb's about to go down. Again, we talk about map points going 15-13.
There's no utility, Robin. This is done. Stick a fork in it. Let's see. MOTM JT gonna have to come through the smoke, you'd imagine.
This is super over.
Run boost.
This is all about Gen.G.
Run boost.
Gen.G lose this round if they overpeak.
That's Jason's option. Jason's option is run boost.
I've caught the insanity from Anders. Every situation, Anders wants to see a run boost, so I'm all in. Why not? Run boost through it. Let's go. Nice recovery from Gen.G. 16-13. A solid win on Inferno, especially after dropping Vertigo so quickly, so emphatically.
Yeah, so they actually get each other's map pick.
Yeah.
And we're going into a nuke for
We've been
third.
seeing that a little bit, quite a bit lately.
Not
It's
today.
been happening. It's been happening.
Caster Curse, I did say it before, it's a quick and easy day today. 2-0s across the board, and then Gen.G comes and proves me wrong.
It's all your fault.
It's nice enough, though, because we didn't see this for Gen.G on that Inferno side either. This is a brand new team for me in terms of like how they played. But we do have a third match coming in. But before that, let's cut to a break, let's get a breather, and let's be back after that and see how this turns out.